Today we're going to be going over all the upcoming new releases for December 7th, 2022's new comic book day. In this episode, I'm going to be going over all the upcoming new releases from the major publishers and a ton of the indie ones as well, their varying covers, which books I'm going to be picking up, and any sort of other important info that's going to help you guys decide which issues you're going to be grabbing this week. Now, before I get started on this list, as always, just be aware that there's still delays and shipment issues happening, so once it gets closer to new comic book day, just check with your LCS to see which books they're actually going to be getting in. So to kick this list off first, I'm going to be going over AFTERSHOCK, and the first book from them is Astronaut Down, issue number 5, and this is the series finale. Moving on to The Brother of All Men, issue number 4, and then finally, the last one coming out from AFTERSHOCK is a new volume. It's Maniac of New York, Don't Call to Come Back, issue number 1. It says there's a new Maniac, but not the one you're expecting. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A, the main. We've got a 1 in 15 Luna incentive variant, and now finally a Mark Spears variant A, and be on the lookout for a Virgin variant B. Moving on to ARCOMICS, the first one's a brand new story. It's Archie Christmas Spectacular, issue number 1, and the only other one they've got this week is Archie Showcase Digest, issue number 11, Christmas Stockings. Moving on to Zenescope, they've got one brand new series this week. It's Myths and Legends Quarterly, Blood of Gods, issue number 1. Deep in the jungles of Chiapas, Angelica Hellchild Blackstone is trying to find herself the only way she knows how, hunting down the scum in our world who think they are too protected to worry. Finally, catching up to a cartel leader she has been tracking, Angelica discovers something much darker than she could have ever imagined is at play. Guest starring Gretel the Witch Hunter. Don't miss this truly terrifying new story. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A, the main. We've got a cover B, Dia Pascal variant, and now finally a cover C, Thompson variant. Next up is Oni Press, and they've got Rick and Morty vs. Cthulhu, issue number 1, and this is the start of a brand new series. What could be worse than an off-planet sugar deal gone wrong? Tripping through a Lovecraftian hellscape with the Smith family as they fight cosmic sentient color and racist fish people? That can't be right. This one's got 5 different covers. Here's cover A, the main. We've got a cover B, Canon variant, and now finally a cover C, LRB variant. Moving on to Ablaze, the first one is Traveling to Mars, issue number 2, and this one's got 7 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B variant, and now finally a cover C Merly variant. Next up is a new series from them. It's Family Time, issue number 1. It says the O'Connell family are vacationing in Ireland when they encounter an old man with a mysterious crystal that seemingly teleports them 1,000 years back in time. Unsure whether they have stumbled into a historical reenactment, the family must befriend Rory, a timid local, a battled medieval tyrant named Sirion and his henchmen, and figure out how to get back to the present, while Lily learns how to use her newfound superpowers. This one's got 9 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a cover B green variant, and now finally a cover C Fulmore variant. Moving on to Red 5, they've only got one, and it's the Atonement Bell, issue number 2. After that is Vault, and the first one is the Blue Flame, issue number 10. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a cover B Yoshitani variant. Moving on to Heart Eyes, issue number 4. Here's cover A, and then we've got a cover B variant. And now finally, the last one from Vault is End After End, issue number 4. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a cover B Kangas variant. Next up is Titan Comics. They've got one brand new series on the way. It's Blade Runner 2039, issue number 1. Los Angeles 2039. It has been 3 years since Nendier Wallace introduced his brand of perfectly obedient replicants, and the ban on synthetic humans has been lifted. At least for the new Wallace models, the older Tyrell Corp's Nexus 8 units are still hunted by Blade Runners. This one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A, we've got a cover B Fish variant, and now finally a cover C Concept variant. Moving on to Sumerian Comics, the first one is Sarah Lone, issue number 3. Here's cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Morancho variant, and now finally a cover C Morancho variant. After that is the Purple Oblivion, issue number 2. This is cover A, and then we've got a cover B Simone variant. After that, this is the last one coming out from Sumerian. It's The Firstborns, issue number 1, so another brand new series. From the writer and artist of heavy metal drummer, Stanley Green wakes up in the middle of the night from a restless nightmare. In it, his high school classmate David Pilgrim burns to death in front of his eyes, right after coming into contact with a strange artifact of alien origin. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Vassallo variant, and now finally a cover C Vassallo variant. Moving on to Bad Idea Comics, they've got Escape from Wyoming, issue number 2. And then after that, from Whatnot Publishing, we've got one brand new series. It's Quested, issue number 1. Quested fuses the attitude of Hellboy and the fantasy adventure spirit of Legend of Zelda as it follows the questing misadventures of pawn shop owner and morally ambiguous hero-for-hire Jinx through a world filled with lizard henchmen, dungeon bosses, and unicorn burgers. This one's got 13 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Wallace variant, and now finally a cover C Wallace variant. After that is American Mythology, and they've got Silent Night, Deadly Night, issue number 1. Ho Ho Horror, the slasher film that turned Christmas into a killer holiday, is back. Billy saw his parents viciously murdered at the hands of a madman in a Santa suit. Orphaned and alone, Billy suffered even more at the hands of an overly strict nun, turning him into a killing machine hell-bent on punishing the naughty. Now, 40 years later, a new nightmare begins. So that's the new series, and this one only has a cover A. Moving on to Mad Cave Studios, they've got one brand new series this week. It's Dahlia in the Dark, issue number 1. A washed-up hitman, Donnie Dahlia, takes one last job transporting a package cross-country in the hopes of seeing his estranged daughter again. Little does he know, this job is going to get him caught in the middle of a war between the fairy realms that could determine the fate of humankind. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Sheehan variant, and now finally a New York Comic Con 2022 exclusive. Those are all the small indie publishers I'm going to be going over today, so they've got a lot of new series, a lot of awesome books coming out. The only one at this time that I plan on grabbing is Astronaut Down, issue number 5, but I'm going to take a look at Quested, issue number 1 from Whatnot Publishing as well. They're pretty much 0 for 2 in my book, so I might give this one a shot. We'll see how it goes. Let me know down in the comment section if you're going to be grabbing it. But next up, let's talk about Image Comics and Boom Studios. Alright, Image fans, first one today is Spawn, issue number 336. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a cover B Barbary variant. Moving on to Undiscovered Country, issue number 22. This one's gotten delayed a couple times, but I absolutely love this series. I highly recommend trying to find some back issues or at least a trade paperback or two. It's a really good, just kind of futuristic, apocalyptic series. Let me know what you think about it. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Daniel Maiolo variant, and now finally a cover C Spawn variant. Moving on to Little Monsters, issue number 8. It says a massive secret is revealed in this issue, so if you're reading this series, this is an absolute pickup. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Win variant, and now finally a cover C Spawn variant. Moving on to a series finale for Do a Powerbomb, issue number 7. I have heard phenomenal things about this series. I was waiting for it to wrap up though, but I'm definitely going to read it all at once. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Bergara variant, and now finally cover C Spawn variant. Next up is The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 52, and this one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Adlard McCage variant, and now finally a cover C Lotay variant. Continuing on to a new arc for Bloodstained Teeth, issue number 7. This is cover A. We got a cover B Harding variant, and now finally a cover C Spawn variant. Next up, this is another one that I've talked about a few times, just keeps getting delayed, but we've got a one-shot. It's Nocterra Val Special, issue number 1. I am a huge fan of Nocterra. It is an absolute awesome read. They had the Blacktop Bill special as well. Definitely check this series out. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Manipole variant, and now finally a cover C Lotay variant. After that is a series finale for Seven Sons, issue number 7, and this one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Sienkiewicz variant, and now finally a cover C Williams variant. Moving on to Ordinary Gods, issue number 10, and after that, we've got a new miniseries. It's Radiant Pink, issue number 1. If you're reading Radiant Black, this is an absolute no-brainer. They did a little tie-in series for the Radiant Red character. I thought that one was fantastic, so I can only imagine this one's going to be really good too. This one's got 7 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Wallen variant, and now finally a Berens variant. Moving on to Kea, issue number 3. This series has been pretty interesting. I like the first issue a lot more than the second one, but the second one gave us a nice little insight to where they're going to be going with the story. This is cover A. We got a cover B Craig variant, and now finally a cover C Spawn variant. Moving on to a series finale for Golden Rage, issue number 1. Here's cover A, the main cover. We got a cover B Sawtelle variant, and now finally cover C Spawn variant. Next one on my list this week is a brand new series. It's All Against All, issue number 1. In All Against All, it is the distant future. Earth is long gone, but a race of alien conquerors known as the Operators have preserved its most savage animals in an artificial jungle environment that they barely understand. With no bodies of their own, the Operators move from world to world, harvesting bodies for the organic exosuits they use to wage their endless wars. Ignored and underestimated by his captors is the habitat's sole human specimen, Helpless. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Phillips variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Simmons incentive variant. After that is another brand new series. It's Hexware, issue number 1. Why sell your soul when you can buy a new one? In a corporate-ruled world where class inequality is greater than ever, a desperate, lonely populace is drawn to a neo-spiritualism and hedge magic. When their teenage daughter is murdered, the Marks family is left asking the gods what they did to deserve this. But their android maid, Witchware, has a different approach. Perhaps if she asked the devil. This one's got 6 different covers. Here's cover A. We got a cover B Seeley variant, and now finally a cover C Andolfo variant. Moving on to American Jesus, Revelation, issue number 2. And then finally, this is the last one coming out from Image Comics this week. It's The Least We Can Do, issue number 4. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Zanfardino variant, and now finally a cover C Rumboli variant. Out of all those issues coming out from Image, they're having an awesome week coming up. I'm going to be grabbing Undiscovered Country, issue number 22. Little Monsters, issue number 8. Hopefully it comes out, but Noctera Val Special, issue number 1. Radiant Pink, issue number 1. Kea, issue number 3. And I'm definitely going to check out some of the other new ones as well. But moving on to Boom Studios, the first one is Behold Behemoth, issue number 2. And this one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Stokely variant. And now finally a 1 in 25 Simmons Incentive variant. After that is Magic the Gathering, issue number 21. Here's cover A, the main cover. We've got a cover B Secret Planeswalker variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Muscalo Incentive variant. Finally, this is the last one coming out from Boom Studios, and it is the start of a brand new series. It's Know Your Station, issue number 1. The wealthiest people in the solar system abandoned the Earth for a private sanctuary in space, leaving the rest of us to die amidst cataclysmic climate change. But the 1% won't be safe for long. A murderer is on the loose, specifically targeting the super rich. Soon, Elise, an employee of the billionaire space station, is wrapped up in a deadly investigation, with each issue featuring a new, diabolically different kill. This one's got 9 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Carry variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Kangas Incentive variant. I'm definitely going to be checking out that Know Your Station issue number 1. That one sounds awesome. But next up, let's talk about Dark Horse, IDW, and Dynamite. Alright folks, first one today from Dark Horse is a series finale for Night of the Ghoul. This is issue number 3. I read the first issue. When I do my top 10 list, I gave it number 1. I thought it was a phenomenal read. I missed out on issue 2. My shop didn't order any for some odd reason, but hopefully if I can find that, I'm definitely going to be grabbing number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. We got a 1 in 50 incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 200 foil incentive variant. Moving on to Shock Shop, issue number 4. Here's cover A, and then we've got a cover B Hurt and Thompson variant. After that is Quick Stops, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a cover B Chagrin variant. Moving on to Hellboy in Love, issue number 2. And then after that, we've got The Ones, issue number 2. Here's cover A, and then we've got a cover B Boss variant. Next up is Castle Full of Blackbirds, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a Gallagher exclusive. Now, this next one's the final one coming out from Dark Horse this week, and it is the start of a brand new series. It's Only Teenage Wasteland, issue number 1. When his parents go out of town for the weekend, Mexican-American high schooler Javi decides to throw a party that'll launch him and his buds into popularity, or at least get them noticed by some girls. But when things take a turn for the worse, Javi and his friends are thrust into a situation and future they could have possibly never prepared for. For fans of The Nice House on the Lake and What's the Furthest Place from Here, or other comics with really long titles and cool high concepts. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a 1 in 10 Fuso Incentive variant. Those are all the issues from Dark Horse. I'm going to be honest, that one really sounds good, so I might check out the It's Only Teenage Wasteland issue number 1. It's going to be a very big week for me though, and plus we're going to see if my shop even gets it. But moving on to IDW, the first one is TMNT issue number 135. This is cover A. We got a cover B Eastman variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Torres Incentive variant. Next up is Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 55. This is cover A. We got a cover B Tramontano variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 4 Drain Incentive variant. Moving on to TMNT, the Armageddon Game, issue number 3, and this one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Federici variant, and now finally a cover C Eastman variant. Next up is Earth Divers, issue number 3, and this one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Terry variant, and now finally a cover C Campbell variant. Moving on to My Little Pony, issue number 7. This one's cover A. We got a cover B variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Forstner Incentive variant. Continuing on with IDW, we've got Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, All Hail the King, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Bell variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Yorkaba Incentive variant. Moving on, this next one is a one-shot, and it's the last one coming out from IDW this week. It's Transformers Best of Windblade, issue number 1. I won't be grabbing any of them from IDW, so moving on to Dynamite. They've got 2 coming out this week, and the first one's the start of a brand new ongoing series. I know this one, a lot of people are really looking forward to it. We've got Gargoyles, issue number 1. It's in continuity with the television classic, so definitely be on the lookout for this if you grew up with the TV show. This one's got 30 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Connor variant, and now finally a cover C Perillo variant. Moving on to Vampirella vs. Red Sonja, issue number 2, and this one's got 14 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Linsner variant, and now finally a cover C Yoon variant. Out of both those issues, I'm definitely going to be grabbing the Gargoyles issue number 1. And next up, let's talk about DC Comics. So DC fans, first one today from them is Batman issue number 130, and this one's got 7 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Dell Auto cardstock variant, and now finally cover C Sajic cardstock variant. Moving on to Poison Ivy, issue number 7. This one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We got a cover B Middleton cardstock variant, and now finally cover C Lyrics variant. After that is Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue number 2, and this one's got 8 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Jones variant, and now finally a cover C Jones variant. Next one from DC is The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue number 3. I've heard really good things about this one. If you guys are enjoying it, let me know down below in the comment section. This one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a cover B Bermejo variant, and now finally cover C Massafara variant. Next one today is Gotham City Year 1, issue number 3. This is cover A. We got a cover B Smallwood variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Frank Cavilla incentive variant. Continuing on DC, we've got a Dark Crisis tie-in. It's Dark Crisis Warzone issue number 1. This is cover A. We've got a cover B variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Jurgens incentive variant. Next one is Sword of Azrael, issue number 5. This is cover A, the main cover. We've got a cover B Chew cardstock variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Martinez incentive variant. Next one I'm going to be going over is Monkey Prince, issue number 9, and this one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. This is cover B, In Hook Lee variant. And now finally, we've got a cover C, Andrews variant. Moving on to Batman Night Watch, issue number 4. And now this next one's the final one coming out from DC this week. It's Mad, issue number 29. I won't be grabbing any of those issues, and now let's finish this video with Marvel Comics. You know, I'd say overall these publishers are having a really good new comic book day. A lot of new titles, a lot of big name titles coming out, just some really good books. But I'll tell you what, as of now, Marvel is about to have an enormous week. The first one today from them is Daredevil issue number 6, and this one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a new variant A, and be on the lookout for a Virgin variant B, and now finally a 1 in 25 Chichetto incentive variant. After that is Thor issue number 29, and this one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a Miracle Man variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 La Roca incentive variant. Continuing on is the Avengers, issue number 63. It says this series is going to be continued in Avengers Forever, issue number 12. This one's got 4 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got an Ibanez 70s Avengers Assemble variant, and now finally a Peach Momoko variant. After that is X-Force, issue number 35. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a Daniel variant. Continuing on with Marvel, we've got Immortal X-Men, issue number 9. This is a Sins of Sinister prelude, and this one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We've got a Peach Momoko variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Adams incentive variant. Moving on to New Mutants, issue number 32. Here's cover A, and then we've got a Sandoval Extreme variant. After that is X-Men Red, issue number 9, and this one's got 4 different covers. This is cover A. We've got an Araco variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Shavron incentive variant. Moving on to Punisher, issue number 8. I've been a pretty big fan of this series so far, but I will admit I really like the flashbacks more than just the present-day story that Jason Aaron's telling. Overall, really not bad at all, though. This is cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a Sway variant. Next up is Ghost Rider, issue number 9. Here's cover A. We've got a Peach Momoko variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Ross incentive variant. Next one I'm going to be talking about is Spider-Man, issue number 3, and this one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a Beyond Amazing Spider-Man variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Ramos incentive variant. Moving on to Fantastic Four, issue number 2, and this one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a Peach Momoko variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Noto incentive variant. Continuing on, this is the start of a brand new Marvel event. It's Dark Web, issue number 1, and this one's got 14 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a 1 in 25 Stegman incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 100 Kubert incentive variant. Next up is Captain Marvel, issue number 44. Here's cover A, the main. We've got a Peach Momoko variant, and now finally a Segovia variant. After that is Marauders, issue number 9. Here's cover A, the main cover, and then we've got a Jurgens variant. Next one I'm going to be talking about is Predator, issue number 5. This is cover A, the main. We got a Land variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Tan incentive variant. Moving on to Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, issue number 7. This one's got 5 different covers. Here's cover A. We've got a Wada variant, and now finally a 1 in 100 Campbell incentive variant. Moving on to a series finale for the variants. This is issue number 5, and then after that is the start of a brand new ongoing series. I am so excited for this one. This is definitely going to be my pick of the week. We've got Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 1. This one's got 25 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a 1 in 100 Copel incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 200 Peach Momoko incentive variant. Next one I'm going to be going over is Secret Invasion issue number 2. I'm going to be honest with you guys, that first issue was way better than I thought it was going to be. Definitely check it out. This is cover A, the main. We've got a Johnson variant, and now finally a Ron variant. This next one's the start of a brand new series. It's Thanos Death Notes issue number 1. Thanos is missing, presumed dead after the chilling events of Kieran Gillen and Esad Ribic's Eternals, but Thor has seen a vision of his return, and it is enough to make even a god fear. To prepare himself, to prepare the universe, Thor desperately searches for answers in Thanos' past and finds a glimpse of the Marvel Universe's dark future. This one's got 7 different covers. This is cover A, the main. We got a 1 in 50 McGinnis incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 100 Gist incentive variant. Moving on to Extreme X-Men issue number 1. This one's got 9 different covers. This is cover A. We got a 1 in 10 LaRocca incentive, and now finally a 1 in 100 LaRocca incentive. Moving on to Star Wars Hidden Empire issue number 2. This one's got 6 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a Cummings variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Lopez Travel incentive variant. This next one is Damage Control issue number 5, and it is the series finale, so be on the lookout for it if you are reading this one. Moving on to Tiger Division issue number 2, and this one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. We've got a Limb Trading Card variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Yoon incentive variant. Now, I told you it's going to be a really big week. This next one is the last one coming out from Marvel. Like I said, assuming the list stays the same, there's no delays, nothing else happens, but very big week. Get your wallets ready. We got a new ongoing series of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue number 1. This one's got 5 different covers. This is cover A. We got a Scotty Young variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Akande incentive variant. Out of all those issues, I'm definitely going to be getting quite a few. My list is Daredevil issue number 6, Thor issue number 29, Punisher 8, Spider-Man issue number 3. I'm probably going to check out Dark Web issue number 1. I'm reading a lot of the other series that are going to be tying in with the event, so it just makes sense to read that one too. Predator issue number 5, Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 1. I'm so pumped for this new ongoing. Secret Invasion issue number 2, Thanos Death Notes issue number 1, and then finally Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue number 1. And now let's do a recap of all these comics. I told you folks, it's going to be a huge new comic book day. I'm really looking forward to a lot of books, but I'd say some of the ones that I'm looking forward to most are going to be a lot of the new series. I think the ones from Image and Boom Studios both sound awesome, and in Dark Horse, I usually don't grab their stuff, but they've got a brand new one too that says it's for fans of The Nice House on the Lake and What's the Furthest Place from Here. I'm a big fan of both those series, so I'm definitely going to be checking them out. But I'd say the one book that I'm looking forward to most this week is going to be the new ongoing of Miles Morales. I am a huge fan of Miles. I love that last run. Saladin Ahmed did a phenomenal job on it. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive the new writer is the guy that just recently did the Spider-Punk series, a little 5-issue mini run. I thought that was awesome too, so I've got high hopes for this one. But be sure to let me know down below in the comment section which books you're looking forward to most and which ones you think I'm going to be missing out on. And thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below with notifications turned on. You won't regret it. Now, I've got 2 more sitting off this side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.